Hi and welcome. We're the Weasley sisters. This is episode 174. I'm Jessica, aka Naturally Knitting.
And I'm Alina, also known as Starnets. Today is June 6th, which is also D-Day, so like the 75th or 6th, I don't know, maybe 72nd anniversary of D-Day. So that's a little crazy to think about. Also, this is our weekly podcast, and it's a planning podcast,
So pull up your chair, grab some knitting, maybe a notebook, and take some notes, and then craft along with us.
So first up, the advanced studies. This month is the 50% benchmark for owls and newts, and you should be working on your order mission. And there's Quidditch going on as well. So
I have not done anything of the advanced studies variety. My computer has still been really out of whack, and it's really hard to get online and stuff. But yeah. Luckily, though, I was able to get on and hand in all my classes at the last minute. I was having like serious issues, but it all worked out. All right, so moving on to classes. First up, we have astronomy. The Taurus constellation. You can be inspired by the Taurus or animal constellation. You craft like lightning, represent Zeus or a new to you craft. I am not reading this right. Use a new to you stitch or fiber to represent the first letter of the alphabet, or renew your love of patterns, plying, or technique or dyeing technique by used by you more than 6 months ago. So a new thing. Stitch or fiber. That's pretty simple. I don't know if I'll be able to do anything spinning wise for that. I've pretty much done most of it.
I was thinking that I haven't spun in a while, but I have. Like, I just was spinning last month, so I don't know. But yeah, like a new technique.
I could do. I've only core spun once. Would that count?
Yeah. Was it longer than 6 months ago?
Yeah, it was like years ago. I could try that if I wanted to. Otherwise, same with knitting. I don't know. I'd have to like find something.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a new stitch.
Find something.
Yeah.
Nothing's jumping out at me right now.
But that you don't have to do that. You can craft like lightning, so you can do something that's quick.
That's true.
But I think the Taurus is a bull, so
Tatanka?
Yeah, you could
Sorry.
something inspired by that or the constellation.
True.
And or craft like lightning or do the new something.
I see.
So yeah, that's not just new stuff, so that's good. We'll just keep going to charms. DePrimo charm, an elemental charm which produces wind. This month for your homework, they want you to channel the DePrimo charm using pearls, because the pearl magnifies it. Like last month it was emeralds, this time it's pearls. So for this assignment, they want you to craft in white or creams or produce something light and airy like lace. So if you have like any natural wool, you could spin that.
Yep. Or same goes with knitting.
Yeah.
I think sometimes we fall into the trap of knitting like bright and fun things all the time. Natural colors are good too.
Yeah, and like if you know of anyone who's like having a baby and they want like a christening bonnet or something, or if they're getting married and you can knit a shawl in a month, you could do a shawl, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I generally don't do whites because I spill things all the time. So it's not that I don't like the color, I just spill things all the time.
I hear you. I do too. Though I think a shawl would be nice, but I don't know if I would actually have time to do that in a whole month or less than a
We
month.
have that rug that I was supposed to make last month that I never got around
For
to.
the bathroom.
We'd be using white t-shirts, so.
There you go. All right. Defense against the dark arts. Muffleato. Craft something to help muffle sound. You may choose to cover your ears or someone else's, cover your mouth or someone else's, something that will deaden noise, such as a doily or a rug. Creative photos are strongly encouraged. We will be accepting non-wrap crafts without prior approval, but they must meet the prompt. They must truly be able to deaden sound in some way. Flat sheets or decorated paper, while pretty, are not what we are looking for this month. So that's fun.
I guess I could do my rug for that one too.
You could.
I could make two. Like that's gonna happen. If I actually make one this month, I will die of shock, and I'm sure so will all of the people watching this. Because I've been talking about that for months.
I think years, actually. I remember you wanting to make one a while ago. Sorry about that. Oh, this computer's frozen. I am also sorry about that. For those of you that are watching us just frozen. I might make a rug. I haven't made a rug in a long time. Or weave one.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Is that what you were planning on doing too? Weaving it?
Yeah.
Can you hear me
Can't
now?
hear you.
Yes, I can
hear me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So next up is herbology. Okay, is it still?
I am sorry, people. I can't see you yet. Now I can.
We're still doing. We're gonna do herbology now, and they're still doing beverage plants. This time we're focusing on beer, and it can be any beer, whether like the fermented kind or the like sassafras beer or root beer, stuff like that. So any kind of beer, butter beer.
That's fun.
So this month they're studying the plants involved in the making of different beers, from the vanilla to cinnamon, cloves to nutmeg, and the flavors found in our beverages. They come from amazing places. Represent a plant found in beer of any kind or the beer itself. Knitters and crocheters and weavers make something that is the color or shape of the plant that you are representing or the color of the beer itself. Spinners, dyers, spin or dye yarn that is the color of the beer or the plant you are representing.
That's fun. Lots of warm browns and yellows and goldens and
Yeah.
good. Do you have any ideas for that? I might have to search through my stash. I'm spinning wise, and see if I have stuff that meets that requirement.
Yeah, I don't have any ideas for that one, but that would be like a good one to pull out. I have like some brown alpaca.
There you go.
root beer color or a dark beer that I could spin for that. I think, unless I already spun it and then I just have gray, which I don't think I've seen any gray beer.
No. Either way, it could be fun. All right. Moving on. History of Magic, West Africa. Your assignment: craft using gold, cotton, metal, leather, copper, salt, textiles, or beads, or be inspired in other ways by the West African culture, such as lifelike representations or something round like the stone circles.
Yeah, they talked a little bit about Africa and
I haven't read it.
prompt. So, I mean, you're gonna have to go read it to learn a little bit more about what they're talking about.
It does say non-RAV crafts are accepted with no prior approval as long as they fit the prompt.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a cool thing because you could do cotton, metal, leather, copper, salt. I'd be interested to see someone dyeing with salt.
Can you dye with salt?
Well, like it would create like spots on it, you know.
Would it? I've never heard that.
Well, like when you paint, if you like use watercolor with salt and you put salt, like rock salt or the heavy coarse salt on your paper, it like, and you then, after you've used watercolor, it like absorbs it up, so then there's like white spots.
Oh, that's fun.
Or like spots of the paper underneath. So I think it would be cool to experiment dyeing that way.
That would be cool.
But, you know, you never know. So, yeah.
Cool.
Next up, we have magical literature, which we're studying William Shakespeare. And they were talking about the secrecy of wizardry type of thing, and how there's a lot of witches and wizards in his plays and poems. Like that was the backstory. Most of it was wrong. But for this month, they want us to craft something inspired by the magic found in Shakespeare's play. Please be sure to explain how your project is inspired by Shakespeare's magic to us. They're very clever, but they're not legitimists. So
that's kind of open.
English literature and do some Shakespeare stuff. Of course, I immediately thought of the Doctor Who, where they go back and it's Shakespeare's forgotten play, and they're like trying to. It was funny. So
that is funny.
But yeah, that one's a good one. But I don't know, like, because it's like traditional witches and stuff, so it would be like.
I'd have to look it up. I'm not a big Shakespeare-y person, so I'd have to figure it out.
So they're like old hags and stuff like that. That's his mostly.
All right. Moving on. Muggle studies. Electric. Craft something that a muggle would use with an electrical item or electricity. Dyers. You must dye something using muggle electric items. Spinners, you will need to find a way to incorporate electricity into your spinning. Hello, e-spinners. Or other creative way to electricity. To use electricity. I've wanted to e-spinner for a while. Non-rev crafts will be accepted if they fit the prompt. Prior approval is not required. Blah, blah, blah. check with them if you have questions. That's fun.
Yeah, I think like you could do like a cozy for your phone or whatever.
Yeah.
Um,
You could dye using your oven or stove,
yeah.
obviously.
If it's electric, mine's gas, so that doesn't
Oh, well, your oven. Oh, I guess.
it's still gas.
I guess so.
Do your microwave though.
Sugar. I just dropped my cup. Whoopsies.
But your microwave is electric.
Yeah. I totally just spilled my water all over. Yeah. I've seen people use like drills and stuff if they've spun on a spindle or something to like not to ply but to like get it off onto a bobbin and stuff. I won't go that far, but there's that option for people out there who want to do that.
I actually was thinking if you have like light to turn it to light your wheel, would that count?
I guess if you spin at night, would that be incorporating it enough?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking you.
I guess you could ask the professors. I don't know. I think they want it more with this actual spinning of it. But.
So I'm guessing spinning is going to be hard on that one unless you have an e-spinner, which I do not.
I do not either. And I do not need one.
And I've kind of, on the e-spinner thing, like I've tried them and I'm not impressed.
Oh, really? I've never tried them.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool and all, but at the same time, I like my wheels.
I just think it would be nice for the actual times when I'm spinning a ton. Sometimes my knees or ankles can like, not that I get injured, but I can like kind of overdo it sometimes and things get sore. So
yeah, well, no, in that case, because
I think it'd be cool to have like one for plying, or like something. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I get that. I mean, because the lady how I tried it was I was teaching the lady how to spin, and that's all she had because she had problems with her leg.
Oh, okay.
So that is totally awesome. But for me,
I'd like to try one.
I didn't like it when I tried it.
But I mean, I love my wheels. So
yeah, but that's just me. So next up we have potions. So this month we're studying the Vitamix potion, which is an energizing potion. To brew, you mix wormwood, which is green, asphodel root, which is brown, or white, or in the powder form, and monk's root, which is purple, in a copper cauldron. The finished potion is blue. When you drink the potion, you will feel a burst of energy. For your assignment, please be inspired by the Vitamix potion by crafting with one or more of the colors represented in the ingredients, cauldron, and finished potion, or by crafting something with no more than 50 yards to represent the burst of energy.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Having a quick little project.
So, like, all of you people who wanted to do the mini, like the mochi mochi, if you have the mochi mochi book, or those mini, like, little hamster beans.
Or hexapuffs.
Yeah.
Or anything small, really. Or a baby hat would probably be around under 50, I think. Depending on what weight you use.
That's kind of fun. So, okay, that's all of the classes. Now to a regularly scheduled podcast.
I didn't get to put any of my notes in. Blame my computer, just so you know. But I can still talk. I have no mojo.
Me either. Okay, so works in progress?
I have no works in progress. I haven't started anything for this month yet. I've been kind of like, well, it was like Memorial Day weekend, and then it was the end of the month, and I was turning everything in, all crazy, and then I just kind of like chilled out. And this is the kids' last couple days of school. We've just been like crazy doing things, so I haven't cast on anything. Have you?
I actually have. I started my broom,
Ooh.
a work in progress, and I really am enjoying it. I'm testing a pattern. It's a shawl. Right now I'm doing short rows. So, and I'm using
Great color.
Fairy Tale Knits Queen's Worsted in the zombie colorway right now. And I really love this colorway because, and I know I love it because every time I knit, I stop and I just look at it.
That's good.
You know, how, like when you like stuff, you do that. So,
Mhm.
but I'm doing really good. But like, I cast on 250 stitches.
That's a lot.
It started.
Is it a cowl, a mobi?
No, it's a shawl. I'm just.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if it was all together.
But it's like, you know, I'm doing short rows right now to make it longer. But yeah, it's going really good. So I started that because I was like, oh, I looked and I was like, maybe the first, and I was like, I should have started my broom a couple of days ago because you could start it on the 28th.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm going to be pressed for time if I don't get started on it. So I started and I've been knitting on it. So it's been pretty good. Then also, a couple of days ago, I started a dishcloth because I need dishcloths.
That I could do that. I need to.
And I have this big cone of yarn. And I was just sitting outside, so I thought this is something like mindless knitting I can do. So yeah. That's all I'm working on though. So you spin me right round?
Yes. I'm working on this. This is the second 2 ounces. It's grown a lot. Obviously it won't be for a class. It'll be a detention. Oh, I forgot to hand in my detention last month. Shoot. Oh, I feel stupid. Anyways, this is just like my purse project that I have attached to my purse. That's it. I'm going to pick out some spinning now that I've read over classes. I hadn't gotten to read the classes, so now that we've done this, I will start projects.
Did you ever spin up that yellowy brown colorway you had? You could totally do that for the beer one.
Yellowy brown colorway? Like in Rolex?
No, it was a roving you got at one of those somethings. I think it was actually called butterbeer.
Oh, yeah, I did that a long time ago.
Okay, then never mind.
Let me see. I think I shared all my other spins last time.
Yeah.
I did. Yeah. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to spin. I'll have to reread over the classes and I'll pick a few things
I
out.
finished my loop bag.
Ooh, you're going to emply it?
I actually had to use 2
Bobbins.
bobbins, but I'm plying it on my Ashford, which has a bulky bobbin, so it should all fit on there applied. I'm doing Navajo ply, so that's what I'm currently doing as we speak.
Whoa.
And that's all that I'm spinning. But I am planning on maybe pulling out something to spin later for a class.
Did I?
Of
Sorry.
something, I don't know.
What?
I was thinking of like maybe pulling out one of my fleeces and start spinning that. And then I could turn it in for the white one if I picked one of the white fleeces.
You could. That would actually be a new technique if, I was just thinking for me, if I took one of the fleeces and spun it without carding it or anything. If you spin like just from fleece. People do that.
Yeah, that.
I just thought of that. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna spin.
Okay.
Oh, though I
Wait.
do have some spinning related. I told you about my sidekick, right?
Yeah.
They sent me the wheel. I have to I have to like take it apart and re-put the new wheel on.
That's
But I'm
cool.
excited. It came like super in a big box, like so many bubble wraps around it. The kids still aren't done popping it. And I've been lately. I'm like, take it outside if you want to pop it, because I'm so sick of the popping sound. But yeah, so I need to switch that out. I'm excited.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, and really, I mean, super good customer service. I just emailed them a couple times and had to tell them, like the serial number and where I got it and stuff, and they sent it to me. No charge or anything, which is good.
That is very good.
Mm-hmm. That's exciting.
So, sewing? Are you sewing anything?
No, though I have a list of things that I need to like hem, and the kids keep like piling on like couple of them have like stuffed animals that need like sewed up, and Joe has some pants that need things done too, and I'm like, I don't want to do any of that. So I said, I'll pick a day and I will fix all the stupid things, like all the mending things, even though that doesn't really count as sewing, but I hate mending stuff.
I do as well. So I haven't actually been sewing as much as I would like, but I'm going to start again soon because I picked up fabric the other day.
Ooh, what kind of fabric?
Okay. So there's a picture. I was going to show it to you, but I'm not podcasting in my sewing room.
Very cool.
So I got some fabric for the Fat Fiber collaboration. I'm going to make spinning buckets for them, and the theme is Indian wedding. And so I found some really cool fabric that's going like with the photo that we picked. And then I got some cats wearing glasses and pineapples and foxes. And then I got some other prints that I just really liked that are just like designs.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Very cool.
I need to get into that. Like, normally I'm like sewing for a show, but since my shows aren't till September, I've been kind of like lax. So I need to get back into like the habit of sewing every day so that when those shows come up in September, I'm not rushing around.
Yeah, build up your stock.
Yeah.
Cool.
At the same time, I need to post new things to my Etsy store.
I do too.
But that's what I'm doing.
Cool.
So, binging. Anything?
I'm trying to think. I didn't like rewrite. I have watched a few more episodes of the 100. And I think that's about it. Joe's been playing a lot of Call of Duty and whatnot, so my TV time is not there, which is fine. I've been listening to Harry Potter and stuff, so that's it. Not much.
So, I couldn't finish reading that book I was reading, and I'm in like a serious book hole. Like,
Still.
serious. Yeah, and I was like, well, I'll start Harry Potter. So, it hasn't been that long for me, though, so
You got bored
I'm
with it?
listening to the Sorcerer's Stone, and I'm just kind of like, I know all this already. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not even getting into that, so I don't know what my issue is. But I did download, like I was telling you about the Tamora Pierce ones that everyone was talking about. Not everyone, but like book people were talking about. So I downloaded those, and I think I might start those next. I don't know. Serious book problems here. And I think that's partly why I haven't been sewing, because I haven't been listening to any books.
I hear ya.
So, yeah. But I have been watching Daredevil occasionally. Not binging so much. But I totally binge watched the 3rd season of Bitten like crazy pants. I love that show.
Is that on Netflix?
Yeah. So, and it's based off of a Kelly Armstrong book called Bitten.
No way!
But it's like a Stars, like, how like Game of Thrones is for HBO and stuff. It's like Stars' version.
Yeah, I've seen the first 2 seasons.
Oh, you have seen it?
Yeah.
So I really like those books. So then I was like, oh, maybe I'll re-listen to those books. But I went to go get them from the library again.
Yeah.
And they don't have Bitten as an audiobook anymore.
Same.
I know. And I know that the first time I read it, I listened to it as an audiobook, so I don't know why they don't have it anymore. But yeah, so that's, I was trying to get out of my thing there. The thing is with that series, it's The Women of Otherworld is what that series is called by Kelly Armstrong. And she'll focus on, Elena, and then she will focus on, Paige, and then there's Savannah's mom, and then there's someone else too. And to tell you the truth, I don't really care about them. I just really care about the werewolves part. So like I just pick out the ones that have them in it.
She's like the only girl werewolf, right?
Yeah.
I saw it, but it was like a couple of years ago. I haven't seen this third.
I don't know if they're changing. They changed it a little bit for the TV show,
Of course.
And actually, I do kind of like how they changed it. But I mean, again, I haven't read the books in a couple of years, so I'm not so annoyed with the changes. Except for the way they ended the season, I'm not sure if they're going to have another season. Which sucks. And it was totally different from how the books ended. So I don't know. They might have another season still. But it was good. And I mean, by binge watch, I mean serious. I think I watched it in like 2, maybe 3 days. Straight up binging. And now I'm in like a show hole too. So like, I'm having these horrible problems.
So horrible.
It is. Well, not really, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So. Random randomness. Our school was done last Wednesday.
We have till Thursday.
The last couple of days of last week, we were kind of like lazy, not doing anything. Like sleeping in. And it's kind of thrown my schedule off.
It's understandable.
But back to work now.
Yeah, the kids have school till Thursday. And it's just been a lot of last minute stuff. I don't know, but the weekend's been crazy too, and like some of the kids in the neighborhood have ended last week, so it's just been crazy. We have new neighbors and 3 new little boys, and so like it's just been kind of insane around here, getting used to the new dynamics and stuff. What else? I totally was going to talk about something I totally forgot. Oh, we went on a bike ride on Sunday. It's like the first of the year, which is fun, but not. No, but it was good. And we went fishing yesterday.
Oh, I saw the pictures.
Mm-hmm. It was like the free fishing weekend.
Oh, okay. I was wondering if you were camping or what, because, but then I was like, no, they still have school.
Yeah, it was a free fishing weekend. Well, I mean, the kids can fish. Joe has his license. I didn't have mine. I was just spinning. But we just went to the quarry, and they were catching, they were tiny little fish. Some of them were bigger. I mean, they were catching them, throwing them back, but they had a lot of fun. And at one point, Joe was standing in between 2 of them, and they put their pole in and catch one, and he'd take it off and throw it out, and then turn and take it off the other one, and had to keep going back and forth. They were getting them so fast.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, they had fun though. And I, of course, got some sun and got burnt because I can't go outside without getting burnt.
Yeah.
No, but it was fun.
We went to the store. Like, I've been wanting for our back porch, like a cafe table, like, you know, those small tables with the 2 chairs.
Yeah.
I've been wanting one for a long time. So we were at the store and they had a cafe table. Not exactly like, I wanted the like wrought iron kind, but whatever. They had one with a glass top on clearance, and then they had like a set. So we ended up buying the glass top table on clearance and 2 like just outside chairs that kind of match it, like the metal was the same. For less than the like whole set, the set of the table and 2 chairs,
Awesome.
the iron one. So we cleaned off the back porch and put up the lights around our gazebo and around the table. So now we have like a nice little outside area.
That's cool.
And luckily it hasn't been like super hot here lately, so we've been able to like use it past couple of days. So I was excited because I mean by clearance I mean it was like $25. That's a good deal.
It is. I've been wanting to get a deck put on the back for a while now. I think I've convinced Joe of it.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I saw your stone.
Oh yeah, I could probably pull up a picture of that. Okay, so the backyard, ever since we moved in here, has turned horrible, you know, with 4 kids and a dog and neighborhood kids and stuff running around. There's like barely any, I mean, there's grass, but there's a bunch of dirt patches and stuff, and it's just not the prettiest thing, right? So last year we made this,
Swing.
yes, stand for a swing, and it was just there, but then, under it, you know, you get the dirt marks from where you have a swing. Well, we've been trying to like make the backyard look a little nicer, so we put rocks around it and filled it in with mulch, and we're gonna do that too with the back by the swing set.
Oh, that'll be nice.
And maybe not rocks around it, but just like, you know, that garden edging black stuff, and put mulch around it so it just looks nicer, I think. Not that I care a ton what it looks like, but like our house is always like the grungiest of the neighborhood because we have there are some younger people now in the neighborhood, but a lot of them are older and they really, you know, like gardening and stuff.
Yeah.
But so we put that in, and then I planted a few like hostas plants and stuff.
Oh, that'll be nice.
Yeah, I want to get some gnomes.
I have gnomes. I just haven't put them out because
I need to find some, get them.
I want to get a big gnome like your neighbors have that I want to steal all the time.
Which one?
That big one. It's like 3 feet tall. Oh, like if you go that way and turn.
Oh, I'll have to look and see. Yeah. But yeah, so we've been kind of trying to make it look a little nicer. Not that it'll be great, but it's been fun. I really want a deck out back. Joe keeps wanting to do like different projects around the house and stuff, and I'm like, put a deck out back, and he gets all like grumbly and because he thinks it'll be hard. And I say, I don't care, do it anyways.
Like where would you put the
out from the dining room?
Okay.
And at first I wanted it along the whole side of the back, but since like we have not the furnace, but the air conditioner thing, and there's like an electrical box back there and the like hose and stuff, he wants to only put it on half.
Yeah.
And then maybe have like patio brick on the second half so that it's kind of like a 2-level thing.
Yeah. That's smart.
I think it would just make it a little more usable.
Yeah, and you don't have to have like a high deck. It can be just like on the ground, just a little bit off the ground.
Well, the one on like the wooden one, I want it to come off the dining room, and I'd like to eventually put sliding glass doors there.
Yeah.
And then, you can sit out there, and then we'll have like our table and chairs up there and stuff.
Yeah.
That's in my, dream plan.
Yeah. No, I get it. No, that's cool. I'd like to do that too, actually. But we just compromise and have a little gazebo.
Yeah, no, that's cool too. But yeah.
So Bella, with the start of summer, Bella had a sleepover with the girls in that age group. So like 3rd, 4th, and 5th, and 6th grade girls at the school. They had a sleepover at one of their friends' houses. So then I was like, Madison, you should sleep over at whoever's house the same day.
Yeah.
And so she did. So then Andy and I got to go on a date.
That's
and
fun.
we went to the drive-in and went and saw Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and X-Men. So,
Cool.
Yeah. But it was kind of funny because I was like, you should sleep over. Like we don't have to worry about like dates, and we just make them sleep over at people's houses. And
That's cool.
so, yeah. But there hasn't been much going on. Like I said, like school ended, summer started, and we totally just like lazed around for a couple of days.
That's okay. Have you planted a garden yet?
No, I need to, and I keep thinking about it. I need to get like soil for it, and then figure out what plants to do. And I'm like late. It's already June.
We're going plant shopping today.
Yeah.
We were going to go yesterday, but since we were out all day fishing and stuff, we didn't get around.
Yeah.
We're a little late too, but it's not been that warm, so I was kind of worried about planting.
I really think the seasons have like moved a month, so I think you're okay. So.
Yeah. But, all right, I think we're kind of just
Talking.
Yeah, which is fine, but I think we're done. We'll see you guys next week.
Yeah.
Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.